Hello, how y'all doing? How's your 4th of July? Now, I don't celebrate the 4th of July because I don't think that the premise of the 4th of July meets up to the standards of this country. So I don't celebrate the 4th of July. I have issues with the 4th of July. How is it that a black woman, now wait a minute, let me back up. I admit we are the greatest country. The United States is the greatest country on earth because I do a lot of research. And compared to other countries, this is the greatest country on earth. Everybody wants to come here. Africans, Vietnamese, etc. Because they can't make a dollar in their own country, so they want to come here and make a dollar. But we get the worst of the worst. We get the serial rapists would get the death penalty in other countries, but here they can live to 70. We get the worst of the worst. We get the serial rapists, the serial killers. We get the human traffickers, the drug traffickers. We get the worst of the worst. We don't get the tired, the poor, the huddled masses yearning to breathe free. That's not who we get. We get the worst of the worst. We just do. Now, you take like the southern border. Who really gets to the southern border? Is the only well-fed people can walk 400 miles from Honduras to the southern border. So who's the most well-fed people in Central America? It is the gang bangers, the narco traffickers. It's not people who are starving, who really need to come to the United States and work. It's not them. So they come over here to the southern border, and that's who is here. I know I'm surrounded by them. I'm not picking on one ethnic group. I am surrounded by Central Americans. All of them on welfare. None of them work. All of them are narco traffickers. All of them are narco traffickers. Because narco traffickers, they can live good here. They can take a shower every day. They can eat better food. That's why the criminals like to come here. We don't get the best and the brightest. We get the worst of the worst. We get the trash that other countries don't want. What kind of country is this that will allow black women to live on Skid Row for 8 years? I watch the videos. I know what's going on in the world. Yet Central American illegals who are not supposed to even be in this country, they get housing, they get an apartment in like, what, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, 10 days? Because I listen to the videos. The government pays that rent, $2,500 a month in full. It pays 100% of the rent. But the government will not pay the rent for a black woman. They let her live on Skid Row for 8 years. They let a black man live on Skid Row for 20 to 30 years. And, now he's old. I don't buy the fact that the government of California or the government of the United States cannot find that black man a single room occupancy apartment. I don't buy that. But yet they give the Central American illegals who are not supposed to even be in this country, they give them an apartment in 5 days, 10 days. I know. A black woman only gets $127 with 3 children, only gets $127 in food stamps. Central American illegals, they get $900. Central American illegals. Now look, I went to the hospital for surgery, and I only stayed 1 day, and I got $200,000 bill, and I'm still paying those bills. You know what? You learn to eat lentil beans. You learn to like them too. Okay, you just got to eat lentil beans. I'm still paying those bills, and that was what, a year ago. Central Americans go to the hospital, get the same surgery I got. They get no bills at all, none. Nada, zippo. They get 10 days of psychiatric care. Their child gets 10 days of psychiatric care. They get no bill. The government pays 100% for the bill. The government doesn't even pay 100% for me, and I'm a citizen. That's why they have babies every 9 months. I saw a Mexican woman. She had one baby, looked like about 6 months old, and she was pregnant with another. They have babies every 9 months because they don't pay for nothing. Okay, Americans have to be careful the number of babies we have because we got to pay for it. We got to pay for it out of pocket, but they pay for nothing. See, I have a problem with a country like that. That you allow one ethnic group, and what about the poor white men that live on Skid Row? I don't buy it that the United States government cannot find them a single room occupancy apartment. I don't buy that. Well, there are some young white men on Skid Row. They have cerebral palsy, multiple sclerosis. And I don't buy it that the white government, that the United States government or California cannot find those young white males with a chronic disease an apartment. I don't buy that. So those are some of the problems I have with this country. Pour crack cocaine in the black community, see how that affects them. Let the black men kill each other over a bucket full of cocaine. They don't care. Crack babies born, they don't care. Okay, all those crack babies, they're the ones who's doing all this smashing and grabbing, blabbing and grabbing. Okay, those crack babies. But they poured money into the black community, not into the white community, poured into the black community. Okay, so I have problems with a country like that. The black community gets the worst of the worst. We get the liquor stores. We don't get the vitamin shops, the yogurt shops. We get the worst of the worst. They kill rappers. If a rapper try to do something in the black community, have a laundromat, they get killed. You let one of these black celebrities, it's written in their contract, they cannot do anything for the blacks in America. You let one of these celebrities build a laundromat in the black community, they get killed. You let them build a convenience store in the black community, they get killed. Oprah's careful not to do that. Oprah don't even build a porch for a poor black woman. She knows she'll be killed if she does it. They don't care if the black celebrities buy 20 mansions or 100 pair of shoes. They don't care about that. But you better not do anything for the blacks in America. You better not put a laundromat in the black community. You better not put a convenience store in the black community. That'll get you killed. They all know that. They all know that. So a lot of black celebrities steal slaves. And we are their target. We've been their target since 1619. We are still their target. To keep us poor, to kill us through abortions, to kill us through prisons, put the black men in prisons, put estrogen in the chicken, let the black man eat the estrogen that would feminize the black man. They got plans for the black man. Death and destruction. Death, destruction. Early death, destruction, and poverty. Okay, those are the plans for the black man. So I have a problem with the government like that. You let a black man try to get a $1,500 loan, he can't get it for a small business. He can't get it. But even Mexicans can get a loan, okay? But a black man can't even get $1,500 just to start a business, okay? So for every illegal that comes to this country, that means the white man doesn't have a job. That means the black man doesn't have a job. That means the white or the black man doesn't have any housing either for everyone that comes here. They could care less about Native Americans either. They don't even give them a job. They don't give them nothing. They get less than we get, which is nothing. So those are some of the issues I have with the 4th of July. Bye.